Oh, Illini fans. Woo! Man, what a close game. Shouldn't have been close, but Illinois played terrible today, and I don't care what anybody says. They played terrible today. How many times did they let Washington Jr. wide open for the three? How many times? 32 points for him. That's unbelievable. Then this player had the game of his life. 22 points for him. Absolute game of his life. And then Kofi, they had a plan for him, so 16 points, 9 rebounds. We're going to talk about that. Miller, foul trouble, 5 points. Io, 5 turnovers once again. He took terrible shots. Overall, bad game for him. Granderson, he hit a bucket. Frazier, 4 out of 7 is a lot better than what he did last game. So good for him. Georgie B. Oh, 6 rebounds, 12 points. Almost as good as his freshman year. Almost. But finally, he did something. He actually contributed today on the offensive end. So we needed it. Without this, we lose. Andre, what a good game for him. Let's go to the turnovers. 3 turnovers today. You don't like to see that. 16 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. The kid's a star in the future, a future star, no doubt about it. Demonte Williams, we needed this. I was asking for at least three threes. He delivered that 3 for 3. Love to see it. And we're going to talk more about him because he's going to be key coming up. So overall, looking at Ohio State, EJ Liddell, who they said he went to Ohio State because of their football program. Well, how's that working out for you now? You could have been with the Illini on your way to a national championship. 0 for 7 for him. He didn't do anything good that game. It was all about Washington Jr. and suing. Suing had the game of his life, and I hated to see it. Early on, Illinois was just constantly fouling. They started off the game fouling, foul, 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 foul. So thankfully, 3-point shooting. Ohio State only shot 32%. Illinois 10% better, 42. Free throws, it was even. Illinois was doing a lot of fouling, a tremendous amount. Rebounding was pretty close. You don't like to see that. Steals, blocks, turnovers, 10 turnovers. Fouls. Illinois with 23 fouls. Ouch. 17-point lead, but that 17-point lead that just went away by bad shots. When Illinois got that big lead in the first half, Illinois proceeded to take bad shot after bad shot after bad shot, and it drove me insane. So let's talk about the big picture of this game. Ohio State had a plan for Kofi. When he gets the ball, send the whole team at him. I'm glad this happened because Illinois had no answer. They had no answer for when this happened. Because when this happened, Illinois, what did they do? Just start shooting bad shots because they didn't know what to do. That was their plan. Didn't work out the way they wanted. So as a result, they took bad shots. So what are you going to do? Brad Underwood, the head coach, he's got to. I know he had to have seen this. When this didn't work out with Kofi, the team just went in the gutter. They didn't know what to do. So we can't have that. Now, I'm not the head coach, but I'm going to go ahead and say that when when the plan with Kofi doesn't work, I'm going to tell Demonte Williams, whoever's shooting the three good, Adam Miller, I'm gonna have them play with Kofi. If so, going into a game, if they want to apply the Ohio State plan, everyone come to Kofi. Adam Miller, Demonte Williams, Io, Trent Frazier. You're at the 3-point line, wide open. I want you to hit that three. Hit those threes. All of a sudden, they don't do that to Kofi. That opens it back up. So let's think of it like football. You've heard that you run the ball to set up the pass, but sometimes they're going to stop the run. This is the same situation. Kofi is the running game. If they want to stop the run, if they want to put 12 in the box, you got to pass the ball. That's right. Give it to Kofi, kick it back out, wide open three, hit it, get him out of it. It's that simple. That should be the game plan. Um, but wow, what a game! This should have been a blowout. It should have been a blowout, but it wasn't because Illinois. And then, oh, I'm not gonna mention names. I'm not gonna mention names. But there were players guarding Washington Jr. that left him to go guard another player on the 3-point line. And of course, he got the ball, Washington Jr., and he made the three. I'm not going to mention names, but that happened quite a bit. I don't understand it. So what concerns me is I'm thinking national championship. That's what I'm thinking. What concerns me is when a player who can get on hot streaks, Illinois has a tendency to allow that player to just go ahead, get hot, and just score 32 points. Another player, 22 points. And okay, Coleman Hawkins. I don't understand why he's not giving him a chance. Coleman Hawkins has length. He's young. He's an energy guy. What do you have to lose? This suing dude was too tall for anyone he threw at him, and he had his way. 22 points, drawing fouls. I don't understand it. What did Coleman Hawkins do to Brad Underwood for him not to get a chance? I throw him out there. He could obviously do better than what they did against him. And Washington Jr., my gosh, 32 points. This is ridiculous. And this guy, who is this guy? He had the game of his life. He just overpowered Andre. And ho, ho, ho. I know that Illinois won the game. They're Big Ten tournament champions, and I'm happy. I am, but I want the national championship. You guys can celebrate this like it's like it's the end of the world, and that's good. Go for it. But I'm thinking national. My mind is on national title or bust. If they don't win the national title, this season is a complete bust. I'm sick of Illinois fans just taking the crumbs and being thrilled with it. We deserve the whole meal. And this is the year we should get it. Anything less is unacceptable. And I know every player in that locker room and every coach believes the same thing. So, national picture. We need DeMonte Williams to continue to do this. But even more so, because if a team wants to go all in on Kofi, kick it out to DeMonte, kick it out to Miller, Io, Frazier, and just nail those threes. That's all you got to do. Simple, simple game plan. Andre, continue to show the country that you are a future star. Continue to do that. Georgie B, Mr. Useless. Oh, keep doing this, Georgie. Come off the bench and keep doing this. Even now, this. Once again, watch my video on Georgie B. I encourage you to watch my video because you see this stat line 12 and 6. He averaged 12 and 5 as a freshman overall, but the last 11 games of the Big Ten, he averaged 15 points a game. He scored 35 points in one game. He was also freshman of the week in the Big Ten one week. The future was super bright for Georgie B. But we haven't seen these numbers in a long time, and we needed them today. If he can provide this off the bench, and then we can get Kofi going, um, this team can really win a national championship. So, mm, free throws 75%, Kofi 6 of 13. I mentioned in the video talking about if Illinois doesn't win a national championship, what could you look towards as seeing the reason why? This is one of them. Kofi's free throw, his shooting is a reason how is a reason why Illinois could not win a national title. Um, 6 out of 13, a close game. Uh, that's just not going to get it done. Brad Underwood's not going to be able to play him in a close game because of this. And teams, they're not stupid. You heard of Hack a Shack? It's going to be Hack a Kofi. I promise you. Coaches are going to come in and say, Hack a Kofi. At the end of the game, it's close. Let him get the ball, hack him, go to the free throw line. That's gonna be the way it's gonna be played, and it could cost us a national championship. It really could. So Io played like crap today. He had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and that's great. 5 turnovers, bad shot selection. Um, these turnovers have got to stop. He's averaging 5+ turnovers a game. That is just sloppy. And 5 out of 17 is just garbage. That's not good enough for the player of his caliber. And I'm sure he could tell you that he played like crap tonight. We can't have that going forward. Now we get into one and done basketball. One and done. Now you cannot lose. You can't have a crappy shooting night. You can't have a lot of turnovers. They had 10 turnovers as a team. Io had five. Five. If he doesn't do that, they only have a few turnovers. Um so yeah, I'm happy they won. They're gonna get a number one seed. I am happy they won, please believe me. But I am at the same time, I have some concerns. I want that national championship, man. As an Illinois fan, you know how desperate we want this national championship. I mean, I want it desperately. If I'm telling you, I'm a grown man. Illinois wins the national championship. I'm going to be with my dad, with my brother, and we're going to cry tears. We are going to cry tears. That's how much it would mean to see the Fighting Illini win a national championship. They were there in 89, there in '05, couldn't get it done, but this year they could and should get it done. And as a grown man, I can tell you, we will cry tears of happiness to finally see the Fighting Illini win a national championship. And that's what it's all about. So, what more can I say? Illinois, Big Ten tournament champions, future number one seed. The seeds will be announced, and we'll see what bracket they put them in. But the Big Ten is loaded. The Big Ten is loaded. Ohio State's going to do very well. Iowa, Michigan, hopefully Michigan can recover. But I'll do a video on that about what I see should happen for each team in the tournament. But yeah, Illinois, congratulations. I guess it doesn't matter if you win. If you don't, I guess it doesn't matter if you win by a few points or by 1 point, as long as you win. I mean, it's all good, I guess. But I'm thinking big picture, national championship picture. And I'm just trying to look at what's going on with the team game by game. So during this practice time, I want to see Adam Miller, Demonte Williams, Trent Frazier, Io. I want to see Granderson. I want to see everybody just really, really, really put up 1,000, 5,000 threes a day. Shoot 5,000 3 pointers a day. Because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it because I'm telling you, Kofi's the key. If they all want to stop him, these guys have got to hit the three. They've got to. And if Kofi gets in foul trouble, Georgie B's got to come in and he's got to give us something like this. He's got to do it. But we'll see who they're going to play next. But anyway, I'm happy, but I'm also frustrated that they let this dude score 16 points, this dude scored 32, and this dude 22. Makes me sick to my stomach. And Brad Underwood, I'm telling you, he's excited they won, but I guarantee you, Brad's gonna tear into him. He's gonna say, "How in the world did we let Walker score 16, and Suing drop 22 on us? And how in the heck did we let Washington Jr. shoot wide open threes? How did we let that happen?" So they won the game, but it's gonna be a spirited. It's gonna be spirited practices. It's gonna be a spirited video review. But anyway, Illinois wins. I'm happy for that, and I'll just be done now. So ILL, I hear you. I and I.